Hi, welcome back. I'm Captain Kate Gregory of Brighton Congress Hall Salvation Army, and together we're reading Day by Day, A Call to Mission by Robert Street. This week we're looking at the short chapter, just 2 pages, Know Yourself. The ancient philosopher Plato is credited with having first reasoned that the unexamined life isn't worth living. Whatever led him to this conclusion, it is true that if we don't ever intentionally take stock, we risk never quite knowing who we are. What are the kind of things we should examine? The list is long, but it includes naturally our motives, basic attitude, and an assessment of what we are here for, putting our lives into context. Motives reveal integrity or lack of it. They show whether we're genuine, doing things for the right reasons, living for the good of others, not seeing them as statistics, as a means of fulfilling our own dreams, or even to make us feel good. Arguments continue as to whether there is such a thing as a totally pure motive, because we're complex creatures. But asking, like David in Psalm 51 verse 10, for God to give us a pure heart is the most reliable way of nurturing pure motives. We nurture right motives by consistently being open to God's will, rather than centering on our own will or even our dreams. Attitude colours everything and reveals a lot about us. Paul says we should aim for the same attitude as Jesus in Philippians chapter 2 verse 5. One that embraces service rather than self-promotion. A similar attitude in us means we won't be looking for praise or imagine we are doing God a favour by following him. A right attitude means we are ready to meet and accept others just where they are, as they are, and whoever they are. It also means that we can realise others can enrich us and contribute to our lives too. We give everyone respect, recognising that we are each made in the image of God. We are his children. There are no favoured ones, so there should be no superior attitude. Understanding what we are here for has a bearing on the way in which we share our God-given message. To begin with, it helps to remember that it isn't our message. We didn't invent it or achieve it, and we don't even deserve it. We can't take credit for it. In fact, we are as much recipients of it as anyone we are trying to assist. Remembering our place as we play our part sounds an obvious requirement, but it can be easily overlooked. Overestimating our own contribution doesn't engender confidence. It also indicates that we are quite a way from knowing ourselves. There are many excellent courses available for learning about ourselves. They help us identify character traits, preferences, skills, intuition or lack of it, how and why we react as we do, and so much more. In addition, a trusted friend or friends can give authentic input to help us towards a fuller understanding of ourselves. Being open to criticism is a sign of maturity, yet it's important to select any participators carefully. Jesus warned against casting our pearls before swine in Matthew 7, verse 6. In other words, don't share what's precious with those who will abuse the privilege or misuse the information. Although it may be yet one more way of learning about ourselves and our reactions, we should proceed with caution, as it can be both needlessly hurtful and damaging. The psalmist has more to say to us and points to the safest and surest way of progressing with self-knowledge. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Psalm 139, verse 23 to 24. It's a search we only need to initiate. We not only need to initiate, but also engage in fully, with a readiness to accept what we discover. Phrases to reflect on this week. We nurture right motives by consistently being open to God's will rather than our own. A similar attitude in us means we won't be looking for praise or imagine we're doing God a favour by following him. Overestimating our own contribution doesn't engender confidence. It also indicates we're quite away from knowing ourselves. Amen. May you reflect on that this week, and next Monday we are looking at the chapter entitled Know Your Mission. I'll see you soon.